So the other day I shared with you guys I shared with y'all about maybe a year ago games that I know that I would play all the time and over again. Now I have a total of, check this out, physical copies of video games in this house. It's less than 100. I counted, it's 79, but I'm not including my Nintendo Switch, you know, my Nintendo Switch collection. So I got 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. Now I got 87 physical copies in this house of games. Now some people got hundreds of them. I don't. But uh so I was thinking the other day about games that I know that I play over and over again. Now these are games that I catch myself playing over and over again. Even though I got a lot of games that I have not completed. I'm in the middle of so many games that are super old. Now I got a lot of games that are downloaded digital. Um, and I just I beat a couple digital games, uh, but these are the games that I play over and over again. And Uncharted Lost Legacy, I'll play this over, and I have no problem playing it over. I just for some reason I just love these type of games. I'll play this over. I'll play The Last of Us over. I have no problem playing this game over. And yeah, this is The Last of Us remastered, and it's for the PS4. But you know, oh well. I got The Last of Us remastered digital on the PS5, but I could play this over with no problem. With no problem, play it over. The another one I could play over was Horizon Zero Dawn, the original one. I love this one more than the second one, but I do like Forbidden West. But again, I'll pop these in and I'll play them over again with no problem. Of course, you guys know this. You're probably gonna be like, "Yeah, you talk about this all the time." But all these Tomb Raider games, I'll play these over like there is no tomorrow. Which one is the best one? Uh, I think I think Rise of the Tomb Raider is my favorite one out of all of them. Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then I like this one, and then I like this one too. But this one is a lot different. But I'll play these all over. Now, if I was like, let's just say, stuck somewhere, and a person says, "Hey, you're gonna be, you know, on this, you're gonna be, if you're only allowed to take so many games to play, and that's it." This these ones that I'm showing y'all would be the ones that I would take with me because I know it has great replay value. And then uh, Modern Warfare 2, I can play this game over and over again. This is a PS3, and yeah, it's a PS3, and it's never been opened, but yeah. And Modern Warfare 2, yeah, I can play this and with no problem. I just it was such a it was such, to me it's the by far the best modern warfare. Even though I got turned on by it and I wasn't into these type of games, but I could play this over with no problem. And that's out of like I said, that's out of 78 physical copies I got. I don't have 200 physical copies or 150 or 300. I don't. I have a very small collection of physical copies. Uh, and then I know you guys heard me say this over and over, but these games, man, whoo, Resistance 1 and Resistance 2, man, these two games, and it'd be nice if they remastered this from the ground up. I'm talking about remaster. I'm talking about rebuilt, remastered with today's technology. This one especially. This one not so much, but this one especially. So yeah, these are just games I can just play over and over again. I have no problem playing these games, in spite of all the games I have not opened up, all the games that I have in the middle of playing. What people fail, and I ain't saying people fail to realize this, but what I think what people fail to realize is when, especially with me or something like that, people might say, "Have you haven't beat that game yet?" Not really. I mean, everybody's got a job and everybody's got responsibilities, and this is March 9th, and spring's right around the corner. So you're gonna have leaves blooming. I'm gonna pull my bike out. I'm gonna do a lot more bike riding. it's movie season coming up. You got a lot of movies coming out in the theater, and taking walks, and just being outside and all that kind of stuff. And then, sometimes your job picks up. You got to work overtime. You got to clean the house. You got to do laundry and all that stuff. You just don't have time to sit down and try to beat these games. That's why it takes me forever in a day to beat games, And yeah, I know, last but not least, you should guess it. I just talked about this yesterday, but I don't care. Gears of War, baby. Gears of War. This is such an excellent game. This ain't even been opened. I just got this for sentimental things, man. Xbox 360. And I had somebody in the comments said that they there's another version on the Xbox Series X, so you can buy, but yeah. These are just games that I know that I can just play over, you guys. I mean, I have no problem playing these games over. And that's out of, like I said, I did 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. That's out of 86 physical copies that I own. And I got, just digital games that I own, but not too much. I don't own too many digital games. And then games that I can beat. You want to know the games that I can beat? With no problem. And I don't know why. And these games might be boring to you guys. The Quarry, I beat that game. I beat Little Hope. I beat Until Dawn. And right now I'm playing Man of Medan. Now these games are more geared towards me, and I don't know why. And these games, I know these games are boring to most people, But these are like walking simulators. And What Remains of Edith Finch, I could play that game over too. So this is just a video and stuff I'm just sharing about games I know that I could play over and over again. I have no problem. Because you could walk in and go, man, you playing that game again? It's just, I love the way that game is. I love the game style, the game mechanics, all that stuff. But these here are just, they're geared for me. They really are. They just geared for me. There's just games that some people can connect to, and these story-driven games where I feel like you're inside the game. These are just, it's just, I got Until Dawn, Until Dawn PS5. I think I showed you Until Dawn twice, didn't I? No. And then Man of Medan, I'm playing that out. I'll blow through these. These games are not, these games are not very long. It's just you gotta, you know what? Most times, man, when I make a decision, everybody don't survive. So these games, I do want to go back and play. Man, this Quarry was so freaking good. Oh my God, it was so good. God, it was so good. And Until Dawn was good. And Little Hope was good. So these are games that I can play and I can beat. I literally bought these games and beat them. Like I said, no problem. So they're just more, I don't know. Man of Medan, I got that. I'm playing that. This is the last one, and then they're gonna come out with a new one. There's a couple more that I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna play. But yeah, these games are the ones that I can just blow right through. But the ones that I just named are games that I know that I could play over. If you take all, if somebody says, hey, we gotta get rid of all your video games, you don't allow to keep so many. Just using that as an example. They go, what do you want to keep? And it would be the ones that I just showed you. I said, I want to keep those. You can take the rest. They say, you sure? I said, I'm sure. I said, well, that's all you're going to be playing. I said, you can take the rest. I can play the rest. Maybe keep Red Dead Redemption 2. Because Red Dead Redemption 2, it's a super long game, and it's a good story. And yeah, I would have to throw Red Dead Redemption 2 in there. Not Red Dead Redemption though. I would do 2 because 2 is really long and it's really a good story and stuff like that. So that would be one that I would keep too. But I've never beat Red Dead Redemption 2. I've never have. I played little bits and pieces of it, and I like it. But I'll be honest with you guys, I play a lot of games, and a lot of times I just don't want to, I just put it down. I just don't finish it. Then I'll go back and I'll be like, golly, this is a good game. And then I'll play 2 or 3 days of it, put it down. It might be 5, 6 years before I finish the game. And then I'll put up a video, go, this game came out in 2001 and it's 2028 and I just finished it. Oh my God, I really love this game. But that's just because life gets in the way, you know. And I had to run to St. Louis to go see my sister who passed away. I wanted to make sure I went to go see her. So what I'm trying to tell a lot of y'all out there, that a lot of y'all are just like me. You got things that's going on in your life and you can't just drop and stop and just do things. These games do make me feel better. You know what I mean? But that is like, I love playing video games. I feel like I could just get lost in it, you know, and then I snap back into my real world and I'll log off and then I'll go fix my dinner, or I'll go fold some laundry, or I might have to run to the store or something. You know, I get ready for work tomorrow. But, you know, video games is, you know, another thing too, I don't like when people say, oh, yeah, he just, you know, I've heard stories down through past dad, you know, he plays video games, you know what, screw you, you know, I can't, I don't like that, you know. I got a job. I'm very responsible, you know, and I like playing video games. I like going to the movies. I like hanging out with one of my kids. I like Mother Nature. I like hanging out at the park and riding my bike and looking at just God's creation. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with somebody that's playing video games and they could be anywhere between 13 to 70. There's nothing wrong with it at all, you know. That's like going out and telling somebody that gets into something, why do you do that? You like that? I can't understand that. No, you should respect what people's doing. You know, I get it if you're not doing anything with your life or anything, but if you like playing video games, then hey, enjoy what you're doing. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you guys, because those games I just showed y'all, I could play those games over and over and over. I have no problem with it. No problem. You know, yeah, you know, somebody could, you know, a person can say, well, why don't you give those other games a try? I will eventually, but that's another reason why I don't buy too many, you know, physical copies of video games, because I know that I'm not going to finish them right away. You know, so I really need to slow down on dropping money. I know I do talk a lot of smack about buying E-Day, but I did finish Gears of War, and I did finish Gears of War 4, but yet I never played Gears of War 2. I never played Gears of War 3. But I did play Gears of War 2. I just never finished it. It just didn't seem like the first one. And yeah, I know I need to quit comparing the first one, because I've heard a lot of people say 2 is good, 3 is good, but I did finish 4 though, but it was okay. I ain't gonna sit there and say I didn't like it. It was okay. But I did finish that game though. And it's so weird when you finish a game. It feels good when you finish a game. You know, I do have games that I feel as though that maybe I just need to, you know, just give them away, because I don't think I'm gonna go and finish them. I'm just stuck on the fence with that, because I feel like if I get rid of it, then I'll be like, man, maybe I should have given it a whirl or something like that. But I think that what I'll do is sometimes I'll play a video game and I'll just keep trying to play and play. And if I feel as though I can't, you know, like there's a lot of times, you know, most people online will say stuff like, oh, the game is not that great, or movie. And I'll go ahead and take the word for it. And then I like, wow, that must be like take for instance, Teeny Tiny's Wonderland. It's a Borderland spinoff. I got turned on by Borderlands. I didn't know what Borderlands was. And Borderlands 2 is the best one, because I played Borderlands 1, 2, and 3. 3 I didn't complete. There was something in there I didn't care for, but they put something in there I didn't really care for. So once I seen that was in there, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to finish this game. But it is a good game, but 2 is the best. But Teeny Tiny Wonderland is, you just run around and you just shoot skeletons. That's all you do. And I have no problem with that story. I have no problem with the gameplay. I have no problem with any of that stuff at all. So when I was playing, I was like, this game's not that bad. I don't know But you know, everybody. I don't know what. I'm not sitting there saying that my decision is better than anybody else's decision. But sometimes when I look at games and I look at everybody talk about games, I'm like, what are you exactly looking for? I'm just looking for something to just keep me engaged. And because I was looking at this TV I want to buy in the future, and the guy's like showing the picture quality of the TV that I'm gonna purchase in the future. I already purchased one for my bedroom. I purchased one for my living room for my entertainment system. And then he says, he showed pictures of, he showed different picture qualities of each TV set and each, you know, Sony, Bravo, Hisense, and then Samsung and all that. Sony and Samsung, and then there's another one but he said, let me show you the pictures of video games. And then he popped up, he said, this is Teeny Tiny's Wonderland. He goes, now I want you to look at each picture. And he goes, and by the way, Teeny Tiny Wonderland is one of the best shooters ever. And that's just my opinion, he said. So I'm looking at him showing the picture quality of these TVs that I'm going to purchase, you know, on Black Friday. I'm only getting one. And I was like, dang, that game looks pretty good. I said, I remember that game, but I never just, you know, pulled the trigger on it. And so I went and bought it. It was only $22. And great purchase. I'm really glad that I got it. I was impressed. I like that game. I just want to finish Ratchet and Clank. That Ratchet and Clank, man, that's a good game, man. I'm stuck, though. I got this big thing that I can't kill, and I can't get through the next portal. And every time a portal appear, I can't get through it because that thing keeps getting me. So I'm going to have to get on the walkthrough, find out how to get through that section. Yeah, that's right, I'm a cheat because I want to finish that game. That game is another game, man. It's just an average Ratchet and Clank game. You just go around busting up stuff and shooting stuff, and I just love those type of games, man. I really do. So anyway, y'all have a safe week out there. God bless, and we'll catch you next video. Thanks for watching.